Good morning. I'm postured and I'm hydrating. I woke up late this morning, like 8 o'clock. That's really late for me. Didn't have anything to get up for. Kids aren't going to school. They're on vacation, holiday break. So I'm running behind on coffee, but I'm thirsty. So I'm double fisting coffee and water today. So that's what we're doing. How are y'all? How is everyone doing? Everyone having a good holiday weekend, good break, good work day. I don't know. Hope you're having a good day regardless of what we're doing. No hoodie, warm today. It is. It's going to be 70s in the 70s all week, and it's mega humid. It is mega humid here, so we're good. We're good. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, yesterday was really weird. Yesterday I thought was Sunday the whole time. Wish this button would go off. There we go. Took a COVID test at my desk and at work, and it's negative, so I have to have work. Rip. Yeah, it's rampant right now. My wife's workplace just got hit with it a couple days ago, so we're trying to figure out 2 inches of snow. Y'all, I'm in shorts and like ankle socks, and like this is like the most clothes I will wear today. Brad, did you get my package? I did not. I have not been to the P.O. box, though, in like a week or so. So I'll go there tomorrow. Almost certainly. I will get it tomorrow. So I will let you know. Rainy and sleeting all day? Yeah. It's like foggy and gray and 70 to 75 for like all week this week. So today, no real plans. Slam with COVID at work? Yeah, it is bad out there, y'all. Be careful. Schmevlin, 33 months is let's go. Let's go. I like the morning weather reports here. Because like y'all said, y'all can always tell what it's like here, whether I'm wearing a hoodie or short sleeves or long sleeves. You can pretty much bank on me wearing shorts though, no matter what. It's got to be like a 40-degree day for me to bust out some long pants. High day in Houston is 81. Yeah, it's gross. It's that time. 7 degrees, Inkwell Monster, huh? I got a stash of stuff I need to send you. I will try to remember to not put the inks in it. So Wednesday, I'm gonna make a note. I really needed this week to start in the Hobonichi. Brad draws silly things with pens stream. We should do that one day. I don't know if I'm gonna do that today. Good morning, Tessa. Any new pens for Christmas? No. Although I did get my wife, like I think her favorite gift of the whole Christmas was the big pack of the Pentel Energel. I don't know what anniversary pack they called it. But it has like 20 pens and it had all the new colors. It's the pack that I gave away on the St. Jude charity stream. That big, huge pack. So she wanted to steal it at that time, so I ordered her one for Christmas. We can play a game. We can say which was the first Pentel Energel color she took to work. Yeah, she wanted to steal it so bad the last time I had it at the house. So yeah, I don't think I could pull up all the different colors. They have a bunch of weird colors in there. Teal's already her favorite color, so she went for a different one. The teal one was already number one. That's her number one color. Purple's number 2. But there was a new color in this. I'm not gonna make y'all guess it too much. They had a hunter green that she took to work. And she even went to the label maker and printed her name on it. I told her needs to send me a picture of it at work with her name on it. Because her navy blue one got stolen and she was mad. She saw one of her friends using it at work. So she went and got the label maker and put her name on it. Let's see if she can send me a picture. She's at work right now. Yeah, friends don't let friends steal their pens, right? She was so mad. But that's what she gets for laying around. I mean, those pharmacists and technicians, man, they're ruthless when it comes to the pens, right? And the customers too. The customers don't see these pens. These pens stay in the back, but her technicians and other pharmacists will still see them. So that was the only pen. Is that the only stationery thing for Christmas? Yeah, that was it. Like I don't get stationery for Christmas. No pens, no paper. So Bruce, you got an 823 and an M800. That's a really good you're done. Like that's the ones like you filled in the pen library very nicely. During lunch week meet, hope everyone's having a nice week. Yeah, this is totally a Monday for me. Like I said yesterday, it's like I worked all morning and then we had the other half of my family Christmas Monday afternoon. So I was doing that from like 12 to 5 yesterday. So it felt like a weekend to me all day yesterday, even though I worked part of the day. So today is like my schedule is just like this and this and this and this and this and this, and like which is cool. Like it's hard to like just jump right back into that flow. It's like, okay, I got to do this, and then I'm recording a podcast, and then I got to get Toby, and then I got to do this. So Toby's getting a haircut. We'll show y'all Toby tomorrow. He's at the haircut place. Elizabeth's just finding out that Toby's not here. Yep, he's at the spa. He won't be back till this afternoon when I go get him. I took the week off, but my wife didn't, so I wound up just watching the kids all week. Not that I'm complaining. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. There's always a new Grail. I don't have one right now. My wife got a new job at Amazon as a product developer with Prime Video. That's cool. Remote job. That's key. I got 5 Twisbys and 1 Sailor Pro Gear Slim. Nice. Did you get, were all 5 Twisbys different? Like, were the 5 Twisbys on purpose, or did you tell everyone you wanted a Twisby for Christmas and they just showed up? I'm working this week, but everyone is out, so I'm getting lots of work done. Yeah, like, I have a full work week this week, but the kids are out, so it's kind of screwy. It messes me up. It messes my flow up a little bit, because I'm usually just like, okay, this and this and this, and that's what I'm working on in my Hobonichi. But I really needed the full day starting yesterday. I needed Monday the 27th to have the full day. I'll show you all this in a second. When I was at retail pharmacy, we had a giant novelty pen for customers to use so they wouldn't steal all our pens. That's funny. Yeah. I don't know what they do at work for the customer pens. I don't know. I'm on a short overnight to NYC, which I had enough time to visit the pen hospital for a late self Christmas gift. Yeah, the fountain pen hospital is great. It's like really, really great. I got surprised with Platinum carried us. Still unsure about how I feel about it. I am super anxious to see what they do next. Oh, I received my first auto hut and I'm impressed. Yeah, those are nice. No Christmas until Sunday. Cool. Yeah, all different, and I picked and put it in the shopping cart. Tells my husband this is what I want. That's awesome. I gifted my oldest a custom Leonardo, her first fountain pen from someone other than me. Oh, cool. Cool. That is really neat. But I was at NYC, I go to Yoseka instead. Yeah, Fountain Pen Hospital is like your traditional fountain pen shop. Like I have all the current modern brands. Yoseka is the more modern pen store, right? With like much more stationary items with great pens and awesome inks and, very more curated type of selection, as opposed to your more traditional selection. But Fountain Pen Hospital is shockingly big, right? They have like a ton of stuff, so. You just got your first Kaweco Sport. Those are great. There's a Lamy store in Soho. I got a digital AV adapter for my MacBook Pro. Nice. Yeah, Yoseka. Are Yoseka and Fountain Pen Hospital pretty far from each other? As a non-New Yorker, I think that's correct. They're like pretty... they're both in New York, but not close. Is that fair? All right, here we go. So, that's the Hunter Green Energel. Got a Pilot Metropolitan for Christmas and loving it. That's amazing. The Metropolitan is so great. I'm eyeing that Cyan Sport. Yeah, it came out good. Yeah, so she put her name on this one after our last one got stolen. So this is the Hunter Green one. So that's too funny. Too funny. Kabise, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, my drill log came, Brooks. My mine showed up like a week ago. Mine showed up before Christmas, and I got the long skinny barrel. It's so much nicer. So much nicer. Nico Neko Zakaya. I don't know that. What is Nico Neko Zakaya? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Probably not. Brett, I got the Twisby iris, and the caps keep getting condensation. Does your iris do that? Yes. It does. Where is it? Good morning, Greg. Yeah, Kino Kanu is great. So this has just been sitting here. It's not really condensated right now, but sometimes just sitting here it'll be condensated. But not right now, it's not. But yeah, sometimes I always see it. Just imagine how there's probably like in all our other pens that we can't see. There's like some level of condensation. Sometimes you break out a nib or unscrew it and look at the nib from a pen and you can see the condensation on it. So, but yeah, this one seems to be a culprit of that. I don't know why. It's just, I can't really complain when it's like 75 and then like if I'm holding the pen and like the temperature change, like I can really change the temperature of my pens pretty quickly. So I don't really concern myself too much with the condensation. And especially if I put them on my shirt where my body heat is activating it more. But this one seems to be pretty common to see the condensation in. So, is what it is. Yoseka is pretty far from the other stationery stores. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't really know the layout of where exactly it is, but it seemed like the one time I looked it up, yeah, it was a event. Ordered a nib needlepoint from Gina. Otherwise, I spent holiday gifts. I don't need a thing. Yeah, for sure. I'll be interested to see. I'm sure you'll like your needle tip. It's pretty cool. Watched a video about Arushi. I just saw Fig Boots review. Which one? Oh, the Narwhal. He just did the Narwhal one, right? That's a cool color. Going to Arkansas tomorrow, but 2 hours from Little Rock, and I think Venice will be closed. Yeah, I'm not sure. That would be worth the trip if it worked out, but that's a pretty good haul. Hey, Holly Fox Letters. I did have a good holiday. Thank you so much. But yeah, I think that was it, stationery wise. I'm trying to really think. Did I give any other stationery for Christmas to my kids? I don't think so. I know that some point this week we're gonna have to do a cleanup of the Closet of Doom because it had all the Closet of Doom had all the Christmas wrapping and boxes and stuff. I can't even get to the Closet of Doom right now. All right, I'm gonna look. I need to look up this this shop you're talking about. Live stream from your phone. I know. I really am thinking about it. I just got to figure out what to do. All right, I need to write this store down. Where to go? And then Rattler Jen, I'm gonna hit your question in just a second. Sorry, I wanted to write that down so I could look at it later. I was going to get hockey tickets for Christmas, but the postponements needed not to. Now I'm looking for a Leonardo primary manipulation 4 for resale. Nice. Got my email from Plotter, and there was a familiar face on it. Yes, I did do a interview with April from Plotter, and we did that. I shared that on Monday on the blog, so that was cool. Pen shows 2022. This is why I'm waiting. I'm back, why put myself through that right now, right? So that's why I've just waited to. I'm in no hurry to commit in advance. So totally should do a stream of closet cleaning. We will. I just need to figure out the technology. I actually have a GoPro that might work better. That way I can have that. I've never tried to set that up, but I could have the GoPro and my laptop and be able to read stuff on it. That's the only thing is if I'm streaming on the same device that I'm trying to read things, because I would like to talk. I would like to read chat while I'm doing that because it's gonna be a nightmare. So Toasty Treat has tried the hologram. It's very finicky. Write on plastic or glass and with a very specific nib. It's basically like writing with thin nail polish. Interesting. I was planning on Chicago, so many pen pals. COVID might not. Yeah. You hardwire the GoPro to your MacBook. Yeah, I should be able to. I should just do the GoPro to my chest or my head, like a headlamp thing. Y'all would all get just physically ill watching that, I believe. I got hologram after getting chrome. Very different, though both are classified as mirror series. Hologram seems to be water-based versus chrome is oil-based. I don't know. They look cool. I'm going to send those samples off, I think, to Kimberly. I did, and happy holidays, Kimberly. I saw you drop in here. I have little tiny baby samples of a couple of those inks. I think I'm going to send them to Kimberly just because I mean, Kimberly may not do anything with them, but I'm certainly not going to do anything good with them. Hologram is nail polish based. And I don't have them in here anymore. I brought them out to the shipping department so I can get some packages out to the review crew this week. Yeah. Did you see them when I did them? They're the little tiny baby samples. I think Joe uses a GoPro to stream sometimes. Yeah. I just don't want to wear it because all the shake would make y'all nauseated. But that would be good to, have that set up. Have my laptop and then a GoPro. Yeah, and the GoPro for Kirby Cam. I haven't. Was that easy to connect? I haven't attempted to connect that at all yet. And I don't have any streaming stuff set up on my laptop. This is all here. Brad Cam for pen shows would be fantastic. I would do it, except every pen show has terrible internet. Hotel internet is a plague on society. It is the worst. It was easy for me, but I use a special box for my cams. So I just need to set up my laptop, spend some time doing that. We'll do that. I'm not going to go through the effort of actually trying to organize that closet without at least sharing it. Yeah, we won't do shaky cam. Point it backwards while you venture into the closet. Yeah. So this is the show today, chat. We're I don't have anything planned. I still need to do the Kuretake ink mixing, but I want to clean my pens first. So, hey Tyler, turn that off. Was that an orange Zojirushi? Yeah, I've had this a couple years now. Oh, they installed fiber on my street last week. It's not active, but in the ground. It won't be long. Once they get that stuff buried, they're ready to get people on it so they can start recouping. So I bet it won't be long. It'll probably be in the next month or two. You'll be ready. Yeah, Mike has the pen show live streams. It's tough. It's tough. Brad was so happy you got the S30. Yeah. Now I'm really interested to do a comparison between the 20 and the 30. Like, I just stare at them, like, really, really thinking about. Yet, Tyler was turning on, for some reason, it's 75 in this house. Tyler's freezing, so he's turning on, like, a little, like, portable heater unit, and it's so loud. So I made him turn that off, and now he's gone and wrapped himself up a blanket, and I'm about to sweat here drinking coffee. So
We have the fan on.
that fan doesn't work. And then you won't have to refresh the stream. Yeah. Rewire the apartment building. Facts. I got an S30 and it's so heavy compared to the S20. Like, I am predetermined in my head that I'm gonna like the 20 better than the 30. That it may not come to pass, but the price difference is not adding up in my head, if you will. Streaming makes me sweaty for some reason. Yeah, I think it's anxiety. I think it's just anxiety talking. And it doesn't help when I'm drinking coffee. Orion, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's the light. Yeah, I'm a sweat factory too, so yeah, it's just always hot in here. But the Hobonichi, yeah, I need some practice days before I get into like day one. But I mean, I pretty much know what I'm gonna do anyway. But like yesterday and today, I could really use the main list, the main day. Brandon says we use a cam link for the GoPro. Okay. I gotta mess around with that and figure it out. I like the S20 better, but then I've had my S20 for decades. Yeah. All right, see you, Brooks. Hope you had a good one. Stupid COVID. That's right, Rather Jen. I was hoping we're gonna be able to like have some sense of normalcy, but it looks like maybe the beginning of the year might be a little bit weird again. I mean, I'm sure the shows are gonna go on, and we'll have like a bunch of good masking protocols and procedures. The problem for me is just like the traveling part. Like, I have a real hang up on the traveling part. It's like, I don't mind, you know, masking and social distancing and like all that good stuff, and I'm like boosted and all those things. I just don't want to travel. That's my hang up. I now have a new Grail pen, the Platinum 3776 Galaxy Starlight. It's a really great pen. That S20 makes me want that wooden VP. Yeah, it's the same like the maple and the black. I can do a show. Airports, nope. Yeah, that's really my hesitancy. Like, I don't trust people right now. Especially going through Atlanta. Like I said, I've repeated myself 1,000 times and like that. Like, I could not imagine a worse place I want to be than the Atlanta airport. You say that I come drive down there and kidnap you? Well, you could just come drive down here and we could have a Closet of Doom pin show 2022. That's what we should do. Everyone to my house. Everyone that had get-togethers on Christmas are starting to pop up on my timeline as sick. Yeah. So luckily we don't have like a lot of people here to mix and mingle with, like we know like big events or anything like that, no huge family type of things. So I have friends that are super safe and boosted and still got it. Yeah, this Omicron is kind of nasty way it's moving around people. The S20 is the classic wooden Pilot mechanical pencil, right? So it's, oh, sorry, I had a speaker in here. So if you look up the S20 and the S30 are those classic Pilots that use that maple wood, and they dye them, and they have kind of like that burgundy maple, the black. Then I think they do an ash, and so things like that. But it's just something that's been around for decades, but have never been like widely accessible. They've always been available like in Japan and through secondary markets and things like that. But Pilot just made a bunch available to, like, Jet Pen's got their hands on them. So, all right, enjoy your Lark Slumberland Studio. A question for you before you lurk. Do you do your best drawing in the morning or in the evening? What's your prime art time? And then I'll let you get to work. Wisconsin's still acting like it's over going to be a rough month here with only 50% vaccination rate. Schools still won't mask any day now from my house. Yeah, it's the same here. Like we're very, very similar in like percentages and the way that people act here in Georgia. That's for sure. Tim with the prime subbing. Thank you so much, Tim. Hope you're doing well. We've been sick since Thursday, but multiple COVID tests have been negative. Yeah. Do my best drawing while listening to you. Nice. The dulcet tones of the Pen Addict. Wow, I'm about to sneeze like crazy. I'm sorry. Hang on, Skogsy. Skogsy, I may have misspoken. Thank you, Schmevelin. Pentel. Pentel makes the best mechanical pencils, in my opinion, especially at the lower ranges, right? Like the entry to like mid range. Then there's some high, you get into like Rotarings and like the $25, $30 pens. The calculus changes a little bit, but the Pentel Sharp is always classic. Uniball Kuratoga, that's another great one. It really depends on what you're looking for. There's some really good mechanical pencil manufacturers. Like Tombow makes like this $6 mechanical pencil that is just kind of like a world beater. Like it's a Tombow monograph, and it just feels really good for like a $6 pencil. Yeah, the Carry is like one of the greats. So if you want to say who's the best mechanical pencil maker, I'll say Pentel. But I have a love for a wide range. Zebra, I think, is my least favorite of the popular brands. Something about the Zebra mechanical pencils just don't click with me. No pun intended. They're just a little bit off. They've never just really nailed the design and the comfort and the usage, and the operability that the Pilot. Yeah, Rotaring's like a different category. Like they're so good. Favorite pencil right now is the Kuratoga Alpha Gel Switch. Do you really like? I love the design and shape of that one. I just wonder like about the switch part. Like, do I really use the switch part? I can't figure that out. What pen is in use? I've really been using the Spoke pen. So this is like the Cyan Crush with like all the silver bits and stuff. This is one of my most used pens, and this is what I've been using in my Hobonichi so far. I keep slowly adding. Half the teachers in our district had COVID since September. Man. Oh wow, that's good, Tessa. So, oops. Yeah, I don't recommend the Switch because I just don't think I think the features are gimmicky is the not right word. It's just like you're paying something for like I don't think you will really use, right? But if you want the bigger Alpha Gel Kuratoga, it's a great pencil. They just needed to make it a good pencil. The Model 4 Spoke is my favorite mechanical pencil. Spoke mechanical pencil. So y'all can tell I like the cyan spokes. So this is a Model 4 that I stole because someone returned it. We custom made this one with the Stonewash titanium grip in the cyan. So I kind of have a matching. You can tell I like the spoke, our cyan anodizer. Like, this is pretty much what I'm doing right now. I don't know why. I just gravitate to it. But I think this is the design that changed everything for me, to be perfectly honest. This right here. I think it's just that good. And like, obviously, for those who don't know me, I'm part of the company that makes these. So, take my commentary with a grain of salt. but like this is the one that changed everything. I just think it's that good of a design. So there you go. So back to Bruce's question. I'm using this the spoke pen with a Uniball Signo DX. Now make all that purple. We're gonna do some more purple. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. So I've been using this in my Hobonichi just since the weekly layout started on the 27th because it ends on the 1st, right? So they needed this. But they don't actually start the monthly until, or the daily, I should say, until January the 1st. So I've been really anxious to get to these pages. Okay, so the Uniball 1 is a special ink formulation. It's not the same Signo. It's a more pigmented ink, and I don't prefer it as much. That's just me. Oh, what did Schmevelin say? I own the company. I don't own the company. There aren't many mechanical pencils with a big uncapped erasers. Fuzzy Man, the Tombow Monograph, has the big mono eraser in it, and it twists out. It's the best eraser, and it's huge. You have to get that pencil. I'm not even joking how good that pencil is. Tombow Monograph. There's a Tombow Monograph shaker. And they start at like $6, maybe even less. And I think depending on like the shaker mechanism, they might go up to 10 or 11 or 12. But like even like the most expensive Tombow Mono is like $10. But get the $6 one, and it's got a twist out large eraser. So on the back of those Hobonichi, the A6 blank dot grid pages, are those just for pen testing? Yeah, notes. It's just a note section. I don't even think this one has a note section. The cousin. Nope, mine doesn't even have a note section. But yeah, it's just for whatever. Ink testing, pen testing, list making. I use the back of my notebooks for lists, right? So like I'll have like my notebook, like where I'm writing whatever, right? And then if you flip to the back of the notebook, there'll be just like lists of things, right? So I'll just start, because I just kind of keep those more organized. I am trying to get back on my music listening album list, so I'm working on that again. Thank you, Molly. Dang, I just opened my Twisby Jade. That is I'm shocked at how good that is. Like, I knew it was gonna be good and like great and everything, but it's a really cool effect that they got with a little bit of either, what I don't know, would you call that translucency or opacity in with the Jade? Probably more. I don't know. They did a good job. So yeah. What have I missed the past 3 months? Nothing. This is our first stream in 3 months. You didn't miss anything. So this is the mono shaker, right? $6, mint green. Whoops, I can't click on that screen. Right, and then the eraser. Let's see if they show it. The eraser goes from there, and you twist it, and you can replace the whole bulk eraser. And the eraser is like an inch or more long. Milky, yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's different than the other ones, right? I hope we see more like the Jade. Yeah, I hope they do take what they learned in the Jade as far as the color making of that plastic and make the next color in something like that. Like literally any color would look great in that, except maybe orange. It might be a little cantaloupe, but like a purple, a pink, a blue, any of those would look good in that type of effect that they did on the Eco. If you're not familiar with what we're talking about, it's got this kind of, it looks even better in person. Brad, what's the future projects for Spoke in 2022? All right, hold that thought now. I will answer that as best as I can. So Yeah, like it's a little bit different than either like the fully solid. Have you walked into the pen side of the internet? You are completely buried in the pen side of the internet. Evaldec, you're in the right place. So, I do not like Twisby's, and I kind of want that one. You've had some bad luck on Twisby's. I sent Sarah the classic, and it was just such a crap pen. Hey, thanks for the follow, Evaldec. Hey, just check out penaddict.com, and you'll just get lost from there. But there's a lot of us here on Twitch too. So, spoke for 2022. We're working on designs for two separate standard pen products. One of them being a retractable, one of them being like not super like new or unique, but I don't want to say it yet just because it may not happen. We really want the retractable to happen. We should see samples of that in the first part of this year. That's the main things we're focusing on in the beginning of the year, and then we'll obviously just like keep working on our other stuff and see how we go. Really want to lean into the icon swappability of parts. It will not use. Don't worry about the Schmidt mechanism is a non-starter for me, Tony. So, do I get a title like Darth? Yeah. You can be Darth Penmanship. There you go. Retractable fountain pen. I don't see that ever happening. I don't see a retractable fountain pen ever happening. I can't even imagine what that would be like, and that I would be happy with. Brad, get yourself as on the pen turns. So there's an entire episode of As the Pen Turns that doesn't exist that I was on that they failed to record. So we only had part of the audio and we just haven't rescheduled it yet. So there is an entire As the Pen Turns that you will never hear because it does not exist unless I have my audio, and it would just be me me talking to them too. Can you disclose which refill you're looking at for the retractable? No, because I'm not positive. Even myself. I can tell the fixed, the non-retractable, is going to be around the Pilot G2. The retractable, I want to hold that thought for just a minute for clarification and accuracy sakes. So I will hold that. Rebecca, thank you for the follow. Send me your audio and I'll just improv the other half of the conversation. See, that's the thing. It's a 3-parter. You got to do 2. You got to do 2 other people. Please no Parker style for the retractable. It won't be. It's going to be a gel. It's going to be one of the gel. It won't be the Parker style refill. So it'll be one of the gel type refills. I just don't have an answer right now. We got to get the mechanisms and stuff working. But it's going to be around one of the gel, which it's probably going to be G2 based anyway, like maybe like the Energel refill, which is G2 compatible. So don't hold me to that. I do know that the fixed size pen, the fixed size pen is going to be G2 based, so you can swap in so many other refills. Good, because I have enough retractables to use the Parker, and I never use them because of no good Parker refills. Yes, factually correct. When do you think the next set of a Johto will be coming? They are here. I mean, not physically here. They are. Let me check the last message. All right, so they are They are at the office for assembly. Um, sorry, I'm trying to find the last email. Anyway, they're very close. They're at the clock. They're at the Ajodo is assembling and inspecting and just putting them in the packaging, putting all the parts together, testing everything. So I bet they'll ship to me in the next week or two. That's how close they are. So there you go. They are very close to existing. And they sent me a really cool Christmas card. What's the worst pen you've ever encountered? Like, what is the pen of nightmares? Mine has always been the Oto Dude. Aside from maybe one of the worst pen names ever, it was just a terribly designed fountain pen. But that's like a fountain pen. Like standard pen, I mean, like what popular standard pen is actually really terrible? And there's not many, right? I mean, they keep existing for a reason because they're pretty good. But like most of the stuff you can get off the store shelf, I will tell you, like the biggest letdown in the U.S. market on the store shelf is the Zebra Sarasa because they don't use the same refill as the Sarasa clip that you get from Japan, and it's just not near as good. It's just bad. So I don't like the Zebra Sarasas that you get from the store. I'd get an Energel or a G2 or a Uniball more than them. So hang on one second. My kids left the laundry room door open, and we're in the cycle where it is very loud. So hang on, I'm going to go shut that real quick. Sorry about that. All right, let's do a giveaway real quick, and then we'll keep chatting. That's all we're gonna do today is we're gonna chat. Then tomorrow we have a podcast, and then a stream, and then a Thursday stream. Let's give something away real quick. I said I was gonna give this away last week. So let's see. So this Ferris wheel press ink sampler. And the little perfume bottles. The ink charger set. Le Chargeur d'Ingres. 3 5 milliliter ink vials. I don't know what colors these are. So we have peppermint drop, buttered popcorn, and candy marsala. I don't think these are scented. I think these are just the names. So these are the little ink sample vials. Very cool and cute. As always, by Ferris Wheel Press. So let's give this set away. And then we'll figure out what else we need to talk about. What else do we need to stream about here in the coming weeks? Because this week is all about, I'm working on like planning stuff, future stuff, all of that stuff. It is some fancy packaging. That is what Ferris Wheel Press does the best, is fancy packaging. It's really nice. And it's not like outrageously priced. I don't think these are like super expensive. I mean, it's going to be expensive for like per milliliter, of course, but like in general, I don't know. All right, Elizabeth's hanging out next to me. I'm just making sure she didn't need something. All right, let's see here. Yeah, they know how to market. They for sure know how to market. I sent Kimberly, I don't know if she'll use it. I sent her the big Ferris Wheel Press sketchbook. Have you seen those? They look really cool. They're like giant size, like they look like an encyclopedia, and then have like 120 GSM paper in it. It's kind of cool. Pilot Blue is not even remotely a bad ink. It's a good ink. Hey, Michael. Hey, Subaki Star. How's everyone doing? I have all the colors of the Ferris wheel press in sample sizes. I really haven't used much of their inks. I think people like them pretty well. All right, let's give away this set. You need to address the elephant in the room when we'll get a purple axle. Let's go with next year. How's that work? We'll go with next year. Still figuring out what crazy things to do with this sketchbook. Yeah, it's wild. Like, I wouldn't blame you if you didn't even review it because it's so wild. All right. Giveaway. Ferris wheel press. I'm giving away the little ink file sampler set. How are their inks? That's the general question is, do you like Ferris wheel press inks? I haven't used them very much, so I can't say. They are pale, like a little bit lighter, a little bit more water-based. So anyone can enter. You don't have to be a follower. You don't have to be a subscriber, any of that. What the heck? Brad sent me a brick. Oh, it's a sketchbook. It is a literal brick. Like, I don't... Like, it's like the PlayStation I have sitting here on the desk. It's kind of wild. But I don't even know if it would be good for ink sampling. Like, that's what I was thinking. They spend all their money on marketing and packaging, can't afford pigment. There you go. Similar... very watery type of inks. But yeah, like, it's very, very marketing heavy. PS1, maybe. The small one, small gray one. It's about that size of that book. Yeah, it's literally, like, if any of y'all are old enough to have owned an encyclopedia, it's built like an encyclopedia volume. I'm not going to see what comes first, Hippo Noto or Purple Axle. Ooh. Like, we don't even have that in the pipeline, and I'm still going to vote for us. The only thing is, I didn't promise you, nor have you paid for the axle. I'm guessing you'd have to eyedropper them. What are we talking about? Did I miss something? Oh, these inks. Yeah, I'd put my money on the axle, too. What? Linen Toolbar LE Grape Ink. I did not. I would like to see a link of that, though, because that sounds pretty cool. Is it really been 3 years? Wow. I miss this every time you don't stream. All right, let's pick a winner. Annie P? Annie P? Is that a new first-time winner? We always appreciate our first-time winners here. Oh, Annie P, you have won. You do have to say hi in the chat, and you have to email me your shipping address. But I'm pretty sure that's a first-time winner right there, folks. Big fans of our first-time winners. Although, now that I think about it after I've given it away, I hope you don't live in the frozen tundra somewhere so I can send you these inks. Bad Brad for doing an ink winner when shipping in the cold could be rough. Oh my goodness, I love Ferris wheel. Well, there you go. So you win, and I will ship it out this week if you send me your shipping address and you don't live in Siberia, where these inks will blow up in transit. Imagine having a designated mute unmute. My podcast mic does not have a mute unmute button, so just the stream mic, which I'm good with. You sick of stationery, linen toolbar, fall limited grape. All right, I want to look at this real quick. I was thinking when I entered, I'm at 32 degrees Celsius today. Yeah. So that was my bad. I don't think about it because I'm sitting here in shorts. Like, oh, Ink's good for everybody. Yeah, hello at penaddict.com. And then I'll probably ship it out Wednesday if you send it to me in the next day or two. It will go. I'll be out shipping on Wednesday this week. This is a very sensitive mute button. Like I can almost like wave my hand over it and it touches. But like my podcast mic, I don't have a mute button. Need the mute unmute foot pedal for sure. Yeah, I could rig something up digitally. I've just never bothered, and I just make it just. Plus, I just make Mike edit it out, right? He can edit it out. I don't need it. I need that. All right, let me look at this ink. All right, which bottle is better? Linen Toolbar, Skogsy with the 8 months of subbing. Miss G's Crafties 29 months of subbing. I missed yours. Thank you, Miss G's Crafties. 29 months. Goodness gracious. Skogsy, 8 months. Thank you both. How did I miss that? All right. Which bottle is better? Linen Toolbar, Dominant Industry. That's a good looking color. Little sheen. Is it just me, or does anyone in the chat have the section stuck on their 823? I don't know that the 823 section comes off. I think you can pull the nib. I don't think the 823 section unscrews, does it? If it does, I've never done it. Yeah, it doesn't come off. You can pull the nib and the feed, but you can't remove the section. Ackerman's not in the conversation. I think Ackerman wins too, but this is pretty cool. I'm with Toasty. I still think the Dominant Ink Industry bottle. Dominant Industry. Let's see if I can find one. They don't have Dominant listed in the brands yet, do they? No. So. These little roly-poly ink bottles are just the best. Where are they? Oh, yeah, they don't have a category yet. I just said that. I dislike Ackerman. They're too big to fit my IKEA drawers in the marble, and one of mine got stuck, and it was a huge pain. Oof. I've never had any get stuck. All right. So, Dominant bottle. Linen Toolbar. Yeah, I think it's Dominant. I want to get that ink, but shipping from him, not seeing this weather makes me anxious about it freezing. Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, you don't have to hate pencils. We love pencils. We had a whole mechanical pencil chat ahead of time before you jumped in, and then we like wooden pencils too. So we like all the things. Speaking of ink, I'm in the market for a super sheener. I almost don't mind what the sheen is as long as it's striking, but I don't want to have to order from overseas. What's a good sheener that I can order pretty easily in the U.S.? I was immediately thinking Cult Pen's Diamine, but like the ultra sheeners are the let me pull them up here. The Organic Studio, although this is out of stock at the moment. Organic Studio Nitrogen is always like the popular one. KWC Sheen Machine, yeah, that's a good one. Linen Toolbar. Organic Studio Walden Pond, yeah. Some of the Birmingham inks. What's the Birmingham? Starts with a K. Can't think of it. Ink. Is it a rich? Voltaic Arc. like some of these from Birmingham. Like these are the Super Sheeners, right? From Birmingham. KWZ is like nitrogen without the headache. That's a voltaic arc. Thank you, Skogsy. Voltaic KWZ is like nitrogen without the headache. That's a very good statement. The Birmingham angelfish was amazing, but I think it's over. What do you mean, like not available? So this is the angelfish. So yeah, you can find some good ones. Vanilla flavored nitrogen. I like it. What's the headache with nitrogen? It's sticky. It takes forever to dry and it gets sticky, which is not great for your pen or your paper. Like it's fine. Like people clean it out, but the results on the page, while very sheeny, tend to have some stickiness. What was Sailor? Oh, Krishna makes like some of the weird sheening inks, like the what do they call that jungle one? Are those still a thing? I haven't heard anyone talk about the Krishna much recently. But that is really cool orange and purple. Yeah, they're not even available right now. So the Krishna super sheeners don't really look available. Drop of water in your fill, problem solved. Jungle Volcano, thank you. What's a good sheening ink for the drill log? I need to check. Like I need to do like a more better drill log test to like I've had some like ink failures, right? With not enough grabbiness on the nib. So I need to come up with a good ink list. RC. Are they in the classics? Nope. There it is. They still don't make Jungle Volcano anymore. Doesn't look like. But some of these Krishnas are good shaders. It's really hard to tell in these pictures. They don't embiggen. All right. So yeah, like I haven't done a good test yet, and I want to do a good test to where I can just say this, this, and this, because I'll just pick out inks that I want to use, and then I'll get the nib, start using it, and I was like, it's just not flowing right. It doesn't have whatever that surface tension is that's required for that nib. Yeah, that would be my first recommendation, Tessa, but they didn't want to order from Junio didn't want to order from overseas, which I get. Like, but those Cult Pens, Iridescents, those are my favorite sheeners, just because they clean well. Good morning, Namiki Winter Vlad. You're late. That'll be 2 demerits. 2 demerits. Oh, I was gonna mention one more, Junio, the Sailor. Is it Akibi? Is that the maroon with the green ink on the Sailor version? That's actually more easier to get. More easier. Excuse me. Add the demerits to your account. Will do. Is it Akibi? Evan match. Evan match. 32 months of subbing. Let's go. Yeah, so here's a cool one. Last one, Junio, and I'll let this go. But I think this one's unique enough to where it's become it's just one of my favorite inks, period. So this is Sailor Manyo Akibi. Namiki Winter Vlad, 9 months of subbing. Thank you so much. This is one of my favorites because I like the underlying color. It's like this really cool pinkish purple, and it's got a great green sheen. And honestly, it's not that overwhelming. Like it's the right amount of sheen, right? These are drops, so they're heavier. But writing wise, you're gonna get a little bit less in there. Let's see if she has a writing sample. So yeah, like it's a little bit tempered, but it when it hits, it's there. Like you can really see it. Like it comes out as a cool one. And this is a pretty reasonable ink to acquire. Like you can find that on various sites right now. So that's a personal favorite of mine. Just because it's really not the blue red sheen. Jerica, first time. I thought you were gonna say first time here ever. Started a new jobby job. What cuts in your midday Twitch time? Well, I hope your new jobby job's going well. We certainly miss you. Miss you hanging around. Vanessa has white lightning, helps with the ink flow and dryness of ink. I love to make ink feeling wet when I write. Yeah, do I have any of that? I don't even think I have a bottle. I just need to have a bottle on hand. What was I gonna look up? Organics. So comparison, here's nitrogen, right? That's why everyone loves the nitrogen. Right? But the ink properties itself, as far as like usability, is a little bit more challenging than a lot of them. But this is why it's so popular. Right? I mean, you look at that and you go like, dang, I want all my inks to look like that. Well, it comes at a price, and I don't mean the cost of the ink bottle, right? So white lightning is a necessity. I've never needed to use white lightning. See, I never add anything to my inks, although I have seen the value of adding like a drop of water to some of the colors that I don't enjoy. Like Ink of the Witch is the classic one for me that adding water changed everything for me, where Ink of the Witch was just really, really black and it's supposed to be purple, but one little drop of water in a vial made it just look like the coolest dark purple ever. So yeah, I do see the value of like a single drop in like a vial, like in a several milliliters. I love the tag inks, but they are dry, except the black one. The black one is not dry. That Nuribaro, I think Nuribaro is actually wet. The other ones, I agree with you. Brad, what are your opinions on mixing inks? I am pro mixing same brand, same product line inks in a very short-term fashion, right? So I would put like 2 Iroshizuku inks together, like Konpeki and Shinkai. I would mix in like a little 3 milliliter sample and ink it up and use it, and that would be like it. Like I wouldn't like cross pollinate brands. I wouldn't cross pollinate different product lines and brands. I'm fine with like testing out a few little things. Nitrogen needs to be treated like Bay State Blue in my book. Handle with care. Yeah. Has anyone had success with White Lightning and Nuribaro? Do you need White Lightning in Nuribaro? Nuribaro works great in the initial fill, but I can never get it to write roll again later. I've mixed Kala inks and no issues. Kala pigmented, Kala standard. I don't imagine like the pigmented inks would be too bad to do, right? So say, could I mix some Pilot Blue with Konpeki? I wouldn't. I mean, you could. Like, that would be okay. Like, that's not something I would do. Because Iroshizuku inks are different than Pilot stock inks. Yeah, pigmented inks mix fine. Yeah. Pigmented inks are actually, like, some of the... who did those? Platinum? I know Platinum has a standard mix. No, Sailor. Sailor's pigmented inks were kind of, like, made to mix. Mix the neons. Do they work? What colors do you get out of the neons, though? Like how good would the color representation be for like what are you trying to make? Like a green. Could you make a green? I have some of the neons and they scare me. Yeah. Christian has a mixable ink set. Yeah, several companies do. I have a mix. We're going to do a mixable ink set testing from Kuretake here in the next week or two. I just got to get it set up. Oh, that's true, Tony. Before Sailor Reese Sobuko, there was only Seibuku and Kiriguro. Yeah. I wanted a more blue purple. Gotcha. Did it work? Like, were you happy with the results? I haven't mixed my inks recently. I need to. Like I said, I'm fine on a very restrictive set of rules. Small batches, pen management, pen maintenance management, all that stuff. So, we'll see. All right, I think we're going to do another giveaway, then probably wrap it up here. Even I have my Flights of Whimsy. Yeah, Tony, y'all saw Tony's whole black ink dissertation on the blog, right? That was cool. I appreciated that. All right, let's see what else we can give away. Oh, this will be timely. I didn't know I had this in here. Kala Neon Blue in my Shone pocket pen for 6 months, and every time I pick it up, it writes. That's really good. That's really good. What do you do? I'm new here. We talk about pens. Swiffer girl, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you. You can go to penaddict.com and see all the pen things we talk about, but like all pens all the time, like literally desk fulls of pens, paper. We do giveaways, which I'm about to do. But yeah, I'm about wrapping it up today, but usually we'll have some topics, talk about pens, like specific topics. We'll do pen cleanings, we'll do pen fillings, we'll do ink testing. You draw with glass pens? Nice. What do you have any favorite glass pens and inks that you use, and paper, since all of that matters? So we have our glass dip nib pen here. So there's my glass dip nib pen. I have my folded nib in the other room. I have my metal tip nib pen here. It's called the Drillog. So that's a dip nib pen. Corinne B, 29 months of subbing. Thank you so much. Really, really awesome. So yeah, trying to learn some kanji, and someone suggested I use a Fude nib. Where would I find this nib? You can get them at Jet Pens. You can get, Sailor has a disposable Fude nib for like $6 or $8, I think. You can get those at Jet Pens. They're not that expensive. Yeah, Sailor makes them. And Jet Pens has carried them. Where's my glass pen from? That's a Roaring Klingner one. I want to try another one. It's probably just me, but I almost feel like the tip is too sharp. Like I end up digging into the middle a little bit. It's like I almost want to smooth. Schmevelin, is that your credit card number? Yeah, draw with calligraphy dip and cartridge also. Nice. So yeah, like I want to try a different one, and try a little bit different tip. This feels like I like the sharp needles. Like I have the drill log for that, and I feel like almost like the very tip of this seems to drag into the paper a little bit more than I want. So I kind of kick my angle back a little bit to kind of get more of the sides and spreading. But try some micro mesh on it. Yeah, I've got it sitting right here. You think that might be okay? Can't find the Sailor Fude on jet pens? Try Yoseka. Yoseka might have them. Yours is scratchy too, Toasty Treat? Yeah, like, it's a little bit weird. Like, I thought it was just me. I thought it was just me, but it's a little bit annoying. It makes me use it less than I want to use it, just because I know at some point I'm going to be annoyed. All right, let's give away this Nemosine. This is an A5, kind of like a open date diary, right? So yours is scratchy too, Bruce? So, 1, 2, 3. So they have, yeah, I'm going to try the Kakamori for sure. So this has like it's more almost like a meeting / planner type thing. Like good for lists, good for planning. Maybe not necessarily like a diary or a journal. Red, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. So I'm seeing if this doesn't have like a particular name, but let's give this one away. This is awesome paper, awesome notebook. So yeah, these are some of the best. I bought one of those Kakamori nibs. Yeah. I'm definitely going to get one of those to try. It might be too wide for me, but that's okay. If I'm complaining about my glass tip nib, then that Kakamori is probably more of what I need, right? All right, giveaway. All right, so giveaway is up. You just have to type !raffle. Anyone can enter. You don't have to be a follower. You don't have to be a subscriber. You don't have to live in the US. I will ship them anywhere. I don't know why. Use Strathmore paper along with watercolor. Most heavyweight paper. Yeah, that Strathmore is the bomb. Oh, so there's the Yoseka. Let me click on that link. All right, cool. We'll pull these up at the end. So they're $16. Can you enter if you have demerits? Yes, you just have to pay for shipping. Just kidding. So the standard Sailor, like their standard Fude nibs, look like this guy right here. So this one's $16. That's about what you get. Should I smooth my glass pens as Jet Pens shows how? Sure. I haven't looked at it though. But I mean, if Jet Pens is doing it, they're not doing it because they want a bunch of returns on a bunch of people ruining their pens. So I would trust them to do it correctly. So, yeah. I mean, that's what you're wanting to use to test with. Like the first time you use a Fude nib, like getting something like these Sailor nibs is going to be helpful. My twins just got me a Chinese calligraphy set with a scratching ink stick and tray for Christmas. Nice. Yeah, so this is nib angle 40. What's the other one? 55. I think that's what Schmevelin said. 55. What is this one? Muji soft calligraphy pen. Oh yeah, so it's like a standard brush pen. So yeah, you could try the brush pens, Greg, to give you like an angle. Like you have to manage the angle yourself as opposed to like a fixed angle like the Fude pens, but you know, brush pens are a good, you know, line variation model as well. Is this a Sailor one? Cool. So this is it. So yeah, 20 euros in the UK. So yeah, about $16. It's a little more than I thought they were, but it makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, just for the nib alone, I mean, it's what you're paying for, right? All right, let's give this notebook away. Then we're going to wrap it up today. Been looking for a little bit now. I don't want to be dragged into pen collecting, but golly gosh, I want all the pens. You might as well just block this channel, dead hands. Or say goodbye to your wallet or something like that. All right, let me pick this winner.
Do we have any like Clorox wipes or anything?
I think so. In there. Miss G's Crafties. Not a first time winner. I know you. And I'm gonna make you email me. Congrats, Miss G's. Brad, you need the E for enabling? Yeah, I do need that. Who's got the original? Do you have that one? Who's got the file? I need to find the file. Yeah, Miss G's Crafties will put this to good use. Facts. Rigged. You know, what's funny is Miss G's Crafties is usually one that yells rigged every time it comes up. All right, we got it. Totally rigged. How the turntables, right? All right. I got a bunch of work to do today, chat, so I'm going to split anything we need to talk about on the podcast tomorrow. I've got some cool topics already for the podcast tomorrow. Anything, hey, Momo Crafting. Anything, any topics you want me to hit? I'll have to pull up my list. I know, I'm not staying on too long today. I got too much other stuff to do. I'm recording a guest podcast. I'm on someone else's podcast this afternoon. I got to get ready for that and got a bunch of other things. Should talk about Tony? Nah. The erasable glitter pilot friction pins. I've got those. I haven't opened them yet. Have you done your Techo Kaigi yet? I don't know what that means. You may need some backups. I really want to see how those erase. I love to hear about your drill log adventures so far. I haven't had many yet. I've just been so out of bounds on these like vacations. Hobonichi will probably go next week's podcast. Drill logs, can't get yours to write at all. Okay, so we'll figure out some inks. The global shortage of the color blue, is that for real? I would like to read an article on that if that's true. I don't deny that. I bet it is. Oh, certain inks don't clean off glass dip pens very well. Interesting. There was another new blue article someone sent me recently. Another like lab creation blue. I'll have to find the link. Blue, latest victim of the supply chain. Thank you. All right. We will save that to read later. All right. I think that's it. The rabbit hole that Amazon Japan is. I purposely don't go there. Yeah, have good work. I know. Woohoo, work. All right. Thanks, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. Podcast at 10. Stream some point after. Thursday, stream. Full schedule this week. Regular schedule this week. Inkvent recap. I need you to do an Inkvent recap. I didn't do any of the Inkvents this week. Or have Mike. I could have Mike do the Inkvent recap. All right. Oh, I should see. Is anyone on? I should raid. Like I'm totally blanking. Let's see. Do we have anyone? Oh, we may not. I always feel pressure now. We may not raid. Too much pressure. About to rake in all that blue money, right? Oops. All right, I'm just poking around real quick. I might just... about to get a cease and desist from Anish Kapoor. I will never not laugh at your Anish Kapoor jokes, so y'all can feel free to bring those on anytime. All right, I think we're just going to jump today. Like, I'm feeling too much pressure. Too much pressure to get it right today. So we're going to bail. All right? Love y'all's faces. Talk to y'all later. Bye.